the White House is pressuring Congress to pass stalled legislation to support Ukraine's war against Russia. And at the same time, policymakers are weighing the consequences of using $300 billion in Russian assets to help Kyiv's war effort. And after the invasion of Ukraine, the United States, along with Europe and Japan, imposed sanctions to freeze the assets, denying Russia access to its international reserves. Now, very little of the Russian assets, perhaps $5 billion or so by some estimates, are in the hands of US institutions. But a significant chunk of Russia's foreign reserves are held in US dollars, both in the United States and in Europe. Now, the United States has the power to police transactions involving its currency and use its sanctions to immobilize dollar-denominated assets. Now, the Biden administration has begun taking another look at whether it can use its existing authorities or if it should seek congressional action to use the funds. Factions of Congress have previously tried to attach provisions to the annual defense bill, allowing the Justice Department to seize Russian assets and funnel the sale proceeds to Ukraine to help pay for weapons. But the efforts were delayed amid concerns that the proposals were not thoroughly vetted. And last week, Brussels proposed hiving off profits earned from frozen Russian state assets, which is a step towards sending funds worth billions of euros to Ukraine. And the EU has frozen some 200 billion euros of Russian central bank assets for its Ukraine invasion. Belgium-based international deposit organization Euroclear holds about 90% of those funds. Now, the Biden administration is also pressing Britain, France, Germany, Italy, Canada, and even Japan to come up with a strategy by February 24th. And that is also the second anniversary of the invasion. But now, with Ukraine running low on funds and ammunition and the war potentially moving into the third year, the debate about how to provide more aid could shift from a legal question to a moral question. And apart from weapons and ammunition, Ukraine is now asking men between 25 and 60 who have left the country to return for military service. The Ukrainian military said that it wants to mobilize up to 500,000 more soldiers to defend the country. And now this also comes as the country is struggling to keep combat-age men from fleeing. And when the war began in January 2022, the average Ukrainian soldier was between 30 and 35 years old. And now the average age is older than 40.